You know, success is a journey, not a destination. And on this journey, there are signposts along the way that tell us we're heading in the right direction. Today, we're going to explore 10 signs that you are on the path to success. Now, pay close attention, because these signs might just be the encouragement you need to keep pushing forward when the going gets tough. You're constantly learning. The first sign that you're on the path to success is that you're constantly learning. You see, successful people are perpetual students. They understand that knowledge is power, and they're always hungry for more. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you read a book? Not just any book, but a book that challenged your thinking, that pushed you to grow? If you can't remember, that's a problem. But if you're reading regularly, if you're attending seminars, listening to podcasts, or taking courses, then congratulations. You're on the right track. You see, the world is changing at an unprecedented pace. What worked yesterday might not work tomorrow. The skills that got you here won't necessarily get you there. That's why continuous learning is so crucial. I remember when I first started out in business, I thought I knew it all. Boy, was I wrong. It wasn't until I started reading voraciously, attending every seminar I could afford, and seeking out mentors that things really started to change for me. And here's the thing, learning isn't just about acquiring new information. It's about applying that information to your life. It's about taking action on what you learn. Because knowledge without action is like having a library card but never checking out a book. Its potential unrealized. So ask yourself, are you committed to lifelong learning? Are you consistently seeking out new knowledge and skills? If the answer is yes, then you're already ahead of 95% of the population. You're willing to fail. Now, this might sound counterintuitive, but the second sign that you're on the path to success is that you're willing to fail. Yes, you heard that right. Successful people aren't afraid of failure. They embrace it. You see, failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of success. It's a stepping stone on the path to greatness. Every successful person you admire has failed more times than you can imagine. The difference is they didn't let those failures stop them. Well, think about it this way. If you're not failing, you're not trying hard enough. You're not pushing your boundaries. You're not taking risks. And without risk, there can be no great reward. I remember when I first started speaking publicly, I was terrible. My knees would shake, my voice would quiver, and I'd forget half of what I wanted to say. But you know what? I kept at it. I kept putting myself out there, kept failing, kept learning, and kept improving. And that's the key. You need to reframe how you think about failure. Instead of seeing it as a dead end, see it as feedback. Every failure is an opportunity to learn, to grow, to get better. So let me ask you, when was the last time you failed at something? And more importantly, what did you learn from that failure? If you can answer those questions, if you're not letting the fear of failure hold you back, then you're on the right path. You have a clear vision. The third sign that you're on the path to success is that you have a clear vision. You know where you're going, and you know why you want to get there. You see, success doesn't happen by accident. It's not something that just falls into your lap. Success is the result of having a clear vision and working tirelessly towards it. Think about it like this, or if you were to get in your car right now, but you had no destination in mind, where would you end up? Probably nowhere important, right? You'd just be driving around aimlessly wasting time and fuel. The same is true in life. Without a clear vision, you're just going through the motions, reacting to whatever life throws at you. But when you have a vision, when you know exactly what you want to achieve, everything changes. Your vision becomes your North Star. It guides your decisions, it motivates you when times get tough, and it gives meaning to your everyday actions. I remember when I first started out, I didn't have a clear vision. I was just working hard, hoping that somehow, someday I'd be successful. But it wasn't until I sat down and really thought about what I wanted to achieve, why I wanted to achieve it, and how I was going to get there, that things really started to take off. So let me ask you, do you have a clear vision for your life? Can you articulate exactly what you want to achieve in the next 5, 10, 20 years? If you can, then you're well on your way to success. If you can't, then it's time to do some soul searching. You're taking consistent action. Now, having a vision is great, but it's not enough. The fourth sign that you're on the path to success is that you're taking consistent action towards your goals. You see, success loves speed. It loves action. It's not enough to know what you want. You have to be willing to do what it takes to get it. Think about it this way. If you want to lose weight, it's not enough to just think about going to the gym. You actually have to go consistently day after day, week after week. The same is true for any goal you want to achieve. Success is not about making one big decision. It's about making 1,000 small decisions every single day that move you closer to your goals. I remember when I was first building my business, there were days when I didn't feel like making those sales calls or writing that content or showing up to networking events. But I did it anyway because I knew consistent action was the only way to turn my vision into reality. And here's the thing, it's not about being perfect. It's not about taking massive action every single day. It's about being consistent. It's about doing something, no matter how small, that moves you closer to your goals every single day. So ask yourself, are you taking consistent action towards your goals? Are you doing something every day that brings you closer to where you want to be? If you are, then you're on the right track. You're surrounded by the right people. The fifth sign that you're on the path to success is that you're surrounded by the right people. You see, success is not a solo sport. The people you surround yourself with have a profound impact on your life. There's an old saying that you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And I believe that's true. If you want to be successful, you need to surround yourself with successful people. Think about it. If you're constantly around people who complain, who make excuses, who settle for mediocrity, what do you think will happen to your own standards? They'll start to slip. But if you're around people who are ambitious, who are constantly growing, who challenge you to be better, you'll naturally start to elevate your game. I remember when I first started out, I was hanging around with the wrong crowd, people who were content with the status quo, who didn't have big dreams. And guess what? I was stuck. It wasn't until I made a conscious effort to change my circle, to seek out mentors and like-minded individuals, that things really started to change for me. So take a look at your circle. Are the people around you lifting you up or pulling you down? Are they encouraging your dreams or dismissing them? Are they pushing you to be better or enabling your excuses? If you find that your current circle isn't serving you, it might be time to make some changes. And I know that can be tough, but remember, you can't soar with the eagles if you're scratching with the turkeys. You're committed to personal development. The sixth sign that you're on the path to success is that you're committed to personal development. Now, this goes hand in hand with continuous learning, but it's broader than that. Personal development is about becoming the best version of yourself in all areas of life. You see, success is not just about what you achieve, it's about who you become in the process. It's about growing as a person, developing your character, improving your skills, and expanding your capacity to create value in the world. Think about it this way, your level of success will rarely exceed your level of personal development. Why? Because success is something you attract by the person you become. I remember when I first started focusing on personal development, I realized that if I wanted my life to improve, I had to improve. If I wanted things to change, I had to change. And let me tell you, that realization was a game changer. Personal development can take many forms. It might be reading self-help books, attending workshops, working with a coach, or simply taking time for self-reflection. The key is to be intentional about it. Ask yourself, what skills do I need to develop to reach my goals? What habits do I need to cultivate? What limiting beliefs do I need to overcome? And then take action on those insights. Remember, the most important investment you can make is in yourself, because when you invest in yourself, when you commit to personal growth, you're increasing your capacity to create value in the world. And the more value you can create, the more success you'll attract. You're resilient in the face of adversity. The seventh sign that you're on the path to success is that you're resilient in the face of adversity. You see, success is not a straight line. It's not a smooth, easy journey. It's filled with ups and downs, twists and turns, obstacles and setbacks. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't often comes down to one thing, resilience. The ability to bounce back from failure, to keep going when things get tough, to persevere in the face of adversity. Think about any successful person you admire. I guarantee you, they faced their fair share of challenges. They've had moments where they wanted to give up, where they doubted themselves, where they felt like everything was falling apart. But they didn't give up. They kept going. I remember when I was first starting out in business, I faced rejection after rejection. There were times when I couldn't pay my bills, when I felt like a complete failure. But you know what? I didn't let those setbacks define me. I learned from them, I grew from them, and I kept pushing forward. You see, resilience isn't about never falling down. It's about getting back up every time you do. It's about using your failures as fuel for your future success. So ask yourself, how do you respond when things don't go your way? Do you give up at the first sign of trouble? Or do you see challenges as opportunities to grow? If you're resilient, if you're able to keep going even when things get tough, then you're showing a key sign of someone on the path to success. You're focused on adding value. The eighth sign that you're on the path to success is that you're focused on adding value. You see, true success isn't just about what you get. It's about what you give. It's about the value you bring to the world, to your customers, to your community. Think about it this way. The marketplace rewards value. The more value you can create, the more success you'll attract. It's as simple as that. I remember when I shifted my focus from what can I get to what can I give, everything changed. My business took off, my relationships improved, and I found a deeper sense of fulfillment in my work. You see, when you're focused on adding value, you naturally become more creative, more innovative. You start looking for ways to serve at a higher level, to solve bigger problems, to make a bigger impact. And here's the beautiful thing. When you focus on adding value, on serving others, the money tends to follow. It becomes a natural byproduct of your service. So ask yourself, how can I add more value today? How can I serve at a higher level? How can I solve bigger problems for more people? If you're consistently asking yourself these questions, if you're focused on adding value, then you're definitely on the path to success. You're willing to delay gratification. The ninth sign that you're on the path to success is that you're willing to delay gratification. This is a big one, folks. In today's world of instant gratification, the ability to delay pleasure for a greater future reward is becoming increasingly rare and increasingly valuable. You see, success often requires sacrifice. It requires the willingness to say no to the good so you can say yes to the great. It requires the discipline to forgo immediate pleasures for long-term gains. Think about it. Every time you choose to save money instead of spending it, every time you choose to work on your business instead of watching TV, every time you choose to practice your craft instead of going out with friends, you're delaying gratification. You're trading short-term pleasure for long-term success. I remember when I was first building my business, there were so many times when I wanted to give up, to take the easy route. But I knew that if I wanted to achieve my goals, I had to be willing to make sacrifices in the short term. And let me tell you, it wasn't easy. There were times when I felt like I was missing out, when I wondered if it was all worth it. But looking back now, I can say without a doubt that those sacrifices were worth every moment of discomfort. You see, the ability to delay gratification is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. And the stronger it becomes, the more success you'll be able to achieve. So ask yourself, are you willing to make sacrifices today for a better tomorrow? Are you able to resist short-term temptations in favor of long-term goals? If you are, then you're displaying a crucial sign of someone on the path to success. You're taking responsibility for your life. The 10th and final sign that you're on the path to success is that you're taking full responsibility for your life. This is perhaps the most important sign of all. You see, successful people understand that they are the authors of their own lives. They don't blame others for their circumstances. They don't make excuses. They don't wait for someone else to come and rescue them. Instead, they take ownership. They understand that their life is their responsibility, and they act accordingly. Think about it. When you take responsibility for your life, you take back your power. You stop being a victim of circumstances and start being the creator of your reality. I remember when I first truly internalized this lesson, it was like a weight had been lifted off my shoulders. I stopped blaming the economy or my upbringing or any other external factor for my lack of success. I realized that if I wanted things to change, I had to change. And let me tell you, that realization was both terrifying and liberating. Terrifying because it meant I had no more excuses. Liberating because it meant I had the power to shape my own destiny. You see, when you take responsibility for your life, you stop asking, why is this happening to me? And start asking, what can I learn from this? You stop focusing on what you can't control and start focusing on what you can. So ask yourself, are you taking full responsibility for your life? Are you the victim in your story, or are you the hero? If you're taking ownership, if you're refusing to make excuses, then you're showing a crucial sign of someone on the path to success. Now let's recap these 10 signs that you're on the path to success. You're constantly learning. You're willing to fail. You have a clear vision. You're taking consistent action. You're surrounded by the right people. You're committed to personal development. You're resilient in the face of adversity. You're focused on adding value. You're willing to delay gratification. You're taking responsibility for your life. As we come to the end of our time together, I want you to remember something important. Success is not about perfection. It's not about doing all of these things perfectly all the time. It's about progress. It's about consistently moving in the right direction. You see, success is a journey, not a destination. It's about who you become along the way. It's about the habits you develop, the skills you acquire, the mindset you cultivate. So if you're seeing some of these signs in your life, congratulations, you're on the right path. Keep going, keep pushing, keep growing. And if you're not seeing as many of these signs as you'd like, don't get discouraged. Remember, awareness is the first step to change. Now that you know what to look for, you can start making the necessary adjustments in your life. Because here's the truth, success is available to anyone who's willing to pay the price. Anyone who's willing to do the work, to face their fears, to persist in the face of adversity. And I believe in you. I believe that you have greatness within you. I believe that you have the potential to achieve amazing things. But potential is not enough. You have to act on it. You have to nurture it. You have to develop it. So I challenge you, take what you've learned today and apply it to your life. Start cultivating these signs of success in your own journey. Because success leaves clues, and now you know what to look for. Remember, success is not something you pursue. Success is something you attract by the person you become. So focus on becoming the best version of yourself, and success will naturally follow. As you leave here today, I want you to ask yourself, what's the one thing I can do right now to move closer to my goals? What's the one habit I can develop that will put me on the path to success? And then most importantly, take action, because knowledge without action is useless. It's not enough to know what to do, you have to do what you know. So go out there and make it happen. Embrace the journey of success. Embrace the challenges, the setbacks, the failures. Because they're all part of the process. They're all stepping stones on your path to greatness. And remember, the world needs what you have to offer. Your dreams, your unique talents, they matter. Don't rob the world of your gifts by playing small. Step into your greatness. Pursue your dreams with passion and persistence. Because when you do, when you fully commit to your success journey, you not only change your own life, but you inspire others to do the same. You become a beacon of hope, a living example of what's possible when someone refuses to give up on their dreams. So go forth with courage, with determination, with the knowledge that you are on the path to success. Embrace these 10 signs, cultivate them in your life, and watch as your world transforms. Your future is bright, your potential is limitless, and your success journey is just beginning. Thank you for your time, and remember, the best is yet to come.